Hey, what's up? I've got a couple videos here on Modern Warfare 2 on the PC. The first one here on Skid Row, and the second one's on Karachi, but none of this is really about the gameplay. It's more about life, and what life I feel like should be led, and kind of how to do it, and just some lessons that I've kind of had to pick up along the way just from my own trials and tribulations. And I think the first one is enjoyment. You've got to be able to enjoy what you do. Like, you got to enjoy where you've come from, where you've been, where you're going, and how you're getting there. And if you can't enjoy those things, then you should really look at what your plan is as far as what you want to be, or who you want to be rather. Because if you aren't enjoying yourself, you can't really be yourself. And that's something that I've learned over a long time, and I wouldn't say a long time, I'm not that old, but it's something I've learned over some years, especially as of recently, is that you gotta kind of enjoy yourself to enjoy others and enjoy life. And that's just kind of the first, most basic, like that's something that I feel like everyone should know, and everyone should kind of already have a concept of. But the next one it's a big one. It's one that I'm working on and learning as we speak, even, is patience. Kind of knowing that eventually, if you work hard enough, or if you truly want something, as hard as it seems to get it, you're gonna eventually get it, and it will be yours, which is really hard. It's very hard to have the patience to kind of go through with it. And if you don't have that kind of patience, then these things that you want, these places you want to go, things you want to do, they're gonna seem like your own personal Mount Everest. And we all know not too many people have made it to the top of Mount Everest. I mean, people do. It's possible. That's the things. It's possible, but you've got to be able to kind of go through all the challenges that go with it, and have patience through them, because there will be wrenches that get thrown into the plan and into your engine, so to speak, of life. And so patience is a huge thing, and that's something I've always had a problem with ever since I was little. I think it's just I think everyone has an issue with patience. I don't think anyone's the most patient person in the world, and if you are, then congratulations, because you've beat most of us. But without patience, you can't have what you enjoy, and that goes to the first point of enjoyment. And you need it. It's one of those things. Another thing I think you need is fulfillment. You need to be able to feel good about what you're doing, and feel good doing it. Because if you don't, if you're not fulfilled, then you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. You're not going to want to do it. You're going to get burnt out and jaded, and all those other acronyms that are out there that kind of describe someone that just hates their life. They're not fulfilled. And I'm not saying like, go find something that fulfills you for a short time, and then when it jades you over, you go find something else. Like, that's not it. Like, you need to find something consistent. Like, for me, for example, is family. Family is my fulfillment. I might have the worst day at work, and I can come home, and my kid will come up to me, give me a big old hug, and my wife will give me a kiss, and all my issues of the day kind of just go away. And it's one of those things that you just gotta find your fulfillment, find what makes you keep going. And like I said, for me, it's family. For others, it might not be. For others, it might be, video games, or work, or school, or, faith even. Like, faith is a lot of people's fulfillment. And, there's nothing wrong with any of that. Like, those are all very, very good things to feel fulfilled by. If you feel good, then that's what matters. So, there's so many things out there that have to do with all of these things, For instance, I mean, I'm going through some stuff even right now, and you know, I had plans to do all these things and go to these places and, you know, kind of do exactly what I want to do and what I think is best for my family. But, you know, there's just a wrench that got thrown into the engine of life, got thrown into mine, and now it's kind of all teetering and it's very stressful, and without realizing it, I didn't realize how much patience I had lost for, you know, what's been going on with me, and, you know, I'm working on getting it back, and that's another thing, is knowing when you're stressed and how to deal with it. And that's something that I've been working on my entire life, and I think we all do. I think we all work on how we deal and cope with stress in different ways. You know, some people turn to a bottle, which is never a good idea, and others turn to drugs, which is also not a good idea. And then you've got other people that turn to, you know, working out to kind of relieve stress, which is, I mean, that's good on you for that one. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that, you know, if I get stressed out, I go to the gym, I feel better. Like, I'm not one of those kinds of people. But I am one of the kinds of people that, you know, when I get stressed, I just kind of unwind with some video games. You know, I might have a drink or two just to kind of help level me off, but nothing intense, nothing to where I lose myself in it. And I think that's kind of a big thing about stress moderation and stress release, is to not find one thing and then get addicted to it, because that's what gets you in trouble. And because once you're addicted to something, you have to break the addiction. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be the healthiest addiction ever, but it's still an addiction. And, you know, not all are bad, but any addiction can get in the way of life and enjoyment and fulfillment and all of those things. So I think, I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore, to be honest with you. It's just, I've learned that enjoying life is the key to fulfillment, and I've learned that fulfillment is also the key to enjoying life, which doesn't make any sense, but in the aspect of, you know, you've got to enjoy what you do to feel fulfilled in doing it, and you've got to feel that sense of fulfillment to enjoy what you're doing. Kind of like if you have like your dream job, and you know, you feel good doing that job, like you feel accomplished every day you come home, you're like, wow, that was an awesome day at work. You might have had 10,000 things to do, but you felt good doing all of them, then you enjoyed your day. Just like if you had a really, you know, if you have a terrible job, but you had a really good day and you enjoyed it, and you feel like you accomplished something, or you really helped someone out and you feel fulfilled doing it, then you enjoyed that. Which, so I think they kind of go hand in hand. But everything causes stress, so you can't let stress get in the way of feeling fulfilled and feeling enjoyment for anything. And I think patience is kind of the key to all of it. I think patience is where, you know, not expecting anything to happen right now, and not expecting like, you know, that big promotion that kind of gets you. You're not going to be the CEO in a month. Like, you've got to work towards these kinds of things. And, you know, it's something that we all need to work on. Like, maybe it's not like that. Like, maybe, you know, you might know that, hey, you know, it takes a while to get promoted. You know, no one can call and be like, hey, this dude deserves a promotion, and be like, all right, I'm going to give it to him. No, that's not how it works. You know, you work hard and you get there. But, you know, some people might think, oh, I'm going to have a family. I want to have a family by the end of the next year. Like, people that plan out their lives, like, to the year. You can't do that. You've got to have patience, because not all those plans are going to work. And that's just how it is. Like, it sucks to suck, but that's just how it is. Plans don't always work out how they're supposed to, but you can't let it get you down. You can't let it stop you from living and enjoying your life. because I think enjoying life is important. So find what you enjoy, find what fulfills you, go out and do it, but don't expect it all to happen at once. Thanks.